Fuck. Moo. Moo moo. Fuck. Moo.
健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あ
人類栄光あれ。
but we can always build more killbots.
Why is it muting the mic? Oh, I know why. That's alright. No worries. Thank you very much. How you doing, Target? But yes, we could always build more killbots. How is everybody doing?
Fuck. Moo. Moo moo. Fuck. Moo.
Moo moo. Moo moo. How's everybody doing? Are we all okay? Oh yes, look, I got some stickers. I got some stickers with my Gundam the other day. I like these two. I think they look cool. Is that an Astray? I've got a kind of a weird feeling that's an Astray. I don't know what that one is, but yeah, they're cool. How's everybody doing? Hello, Tobes. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Target. Hello, Sophie Soph. Purples and the hench. The henchest Hendy. Hendy Henchster, how are you doing? And Shirato as well, there's a Shirato in chat. Which is why I'm showing the Gundam stickers that I got, because I know Shirato likes Gundam stuff. Yeah, they're quite cool. I quite like them. I might stick them on my wet palette case. And the War Masters, hello dude, how are you? How are you? Let's get some music on before I get shouted at. Is everybody doing okay today? I should probably just adjust that a fraction. Or maybe not. Maybe it was okay. Yeah. Anyway, how is everybody doing? I think it's an Armored Core day today. And we just have to not put on Stargazer because I don't like that one. There we go. Managed to get some basic on my Necrons that needed painting last night, and that's a step forward. Nice! Throw pics up. We don't get to see any of your pics. Don't get to see any of your Necrons targets. Throw some pics up. I want to see some pics. I did the basing. Well, glued that base ready stuff from Reality and Scale onto the Wood Elf last night, so I actually think that looks quite cool. In the context of everything, I think that looks quite good. It's nice and muted, and it allows. I should probably, when I do the final kind of colour scheme, I should probably make the green a little bit brighter so that it pops a bit more. But that's nearly there. I did go up to Moot Green, so that's Moot Green. The kind of final tick highlights are Moot Green on these, but I think I could possibly go paler, so maybe something like Green Sky. So I could maybe go something like Green Sky and go just like a little bit paler and a little bit brighter, something like that. We shall see. We've got some options, but yeah, I do like the base, and that is stupidly quick. Yeah, really quick. I like it. It's nice and detailed, and it's got a little bit of life about it. Did some basing last night. Watching while have a good rim session. You're rimming. Are you rimming? You're rimming right now. Boom, boom, boom. That's not a zombie dragon. I think you'll find it is a zombie dragon. I think you'll find it is. It's a Draconolith, and I am wearing some gloves today. In fact, I'm going to turn these ones. I'll turn these ones inside out. That looks like a nicer. It was an elf. You can't fool me. No, it's definitely a dragon of zombiness. Definitely a dragon of zombiness. That feels really loud now. I'm going to turn that down. Definitely a dragon of zombiness. Fuck it, we'll just put them on normally. The dragon was polymorphed. It's like the Cathay dragon. It's like the Cathay. Oh, speaking of Cathay, we need to come up with a Cathay colour scheme for whenever the Cathay stuff comes out. So, so what I've done. Hey, Squeezle, how you doing? Blue and gold.
Start wearing purple, wearing purple.
Well, I did some googly googles and found some Dynasty colour schemes. I quite like that one. I think that one's actually quite cool. Blue and gold. There's blue and red and white. So one of the cool things about all this kind of Chinese stuff is that the colour schemes are all in. If you look at a colour wheel, they're all in like the same. They're all in the same section of the colour wheel. They just move up in saturation. They move up and down in saturation and lightness. So, for instance, this one is green, like a saturated dark green, a slightly more desaturated light green, and then a yellow. So they're all in kind of like the same little bit. Love me some Hanfu. So yeah, I quite like that one. Quite like this one. So yeah, we've got to try and come up with a colour scheme for Cathay when the Cathay come out. Who knows? I made some progress on my Wormblade, but still not massively happy with them. Not much left, thankfully. So, yeah, I'm that kind of pale blue one's quite cool as well. That one's quite interesting, actually. Actually, thinking about it, that one's quite interesting. That one is actually quite interesting. Oh, yeah, I might do this one. I might do that one. That one's quite good, actually. I hadn't noticed that one. That one snuck by. I quite like that one. It's got four different kind of... 4 different reds. So, yeah, this sort of... The Chinese stuff seems to be... like one colour and then just kind of variations of that colour, which is quite interesting to see. Because I was trying to break down what actually makes up a Chinese / Oriental colour scheme. Yeah, I actually quite like that one. That one's actually quite cool. That one would look really, really good. And then I think you could probably use a green glow for any kind of magic. So yeah. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? But yes, today we are zombie dragoning today. I'm going to do some zombie dragon as always. Well, not as always, but try and do the. We're going to try and do the horns. Would make jade bits fit in? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if you did this one, then you could have jade or green as the magic, and then that would also fit if you did the big sentinel as like a terracotta warrior. To be fair, you could also use fire with that as well, because the terracotta warrior, I was going to do a terracotta. If I did a terracotta warrior, I was going to try and do it like glowy red on the inside. So that would be quite cool, and that would also work with that. So you could have the glowy red from the inside of the terracotta warrior, and then you could have green for any sort of magic stuff that's going on. So actually, that one's quite cool. Might just send that to Rich. There we go. Right, so we need oh, we're going to do the, yeah, we're doing, hang on, we're doing X388, there it is. So X388, XV88 with a little bit of black. And these two. Ren, are you thinking Cathay as well? Or are you sticking with just being excited about the Wood Elves and trying to steer clear of the temptation of Cathay? Steer clear of the temptation. Steer clear of the temptation. You were jumping in. Oh, you will. You're gonna go Cathay. Yeah, I was just thinking about colour schemes today. You'll be jumping into Cathay. Yes, give me all that Cathay. Right, so the plan with this is to fade out these horns to black. Have you got a colour scheme in mind? I was painting this yesterday and my hands, even though my hands tend to be very, very dry and not really oily, my hands were still kind of rubbing paint off. So I've gloved up today. Think official on the 1st Battalion to get familiar with the models. After that I'll experiment. The 1st Battalion? How many battalions are you going to get? Are you all in with Cathay, like properly all in with Cathay, collecting like a huge army's worth? I can't wait for Wood Elves this weekend, Ren. Why does no one know that A, cats are able to turn off computers, and B, they think it's hilarious? You're going to get 2 battalions? That's a lot of troops though. What is it? Troops troops. I mean, I suppose 2 battalions actually kind of works, doesn't it? Because it's a good portion of troops. The cavalry, which are going to be really cool, and then 4 of the cannons and/or rockets. So yeah, I could see getting 2. I'm not sure I'd get 2. Yeah, we've just been talking about it, Sophie, trying to break down what a kind of ancient Chinese/Japanese colour scheme entailed and how it was constructed. Aha! Yes, there we go. If they're preview units we haven't seen, I might lay off if there's ranged infantry. I want a unit of the flying serpent dragon things to go with the hero. Where is it? Is that Cathay? Yeah, there's Cathay. I want a unit of these. If I have a unit of them, that'd be awesome. Oh, Hendy! I have colour scheme idea. This one here. I'm thinking that one. Do it. Yeah, I think because this one, I think that one, I mean, we were trying to break down like how all the colour schemes work and everything, and it's the like a portion of the colour wheel, and then you move the saturation and the lightness up, which is really cool. But this one, I think as well, this one would lean towards working really well with fire and also like green magic as well, so that would be really fun. So I do like that one. You hope they'll do, yeah, I really hope they'll do a unit of these, like the Pegasus Knights, like, because that would just be a fantastic, wouldn't it? So yeah, that'll be fun. Can you put up the Cathay miniatures again? I will do better than that. I will put a link. I'll put a link in chat so you can go and have a look at them all. If I could. There we go. So yeah, that would be awesome. If they do. I didn't realise there's quite a lot. Again, that's another good battalion. It's another good battalion. The Wood Elf, the Beastmen, and this battalion are stonking. So yeah, I could definitely see a world in which you get 2 of these. I can definitely see a world in which you get 2 of these, because these build in 2 different varieties, don't they? 30 Jade Warriors. The Jade Warriors you can either have, so it's hand weapons or the funky halberd jobs. So you can have a big block of 2 of them. 2 nice big units of those, and then so I can definitely see getting 2 battalions. And then of course that, I mean, that's so cool. How would that fit with that colour scheme? You'd probably do the same thing, wouldn't you? Green. Yeah, that's a nice colour scheme. I think that would be quite quick to do as well, I think. Now, would you do gold or silver? You love the ogres. Oh dear. 15th century China going off the fashion. That'll be bright greens, yellows and reds with vibrant blues, dark tan blues and other. Yeah, this, right? Right. What the fuck colour tongue do we do on this? Doo-doo-doo. How are the ogres coming on? Hendy, that Chaos Dwarf, by the way, looks awesome. You should definitely do Chorfs for the TSN event. Waiting on the new spearhead to finish the army. Colourful clothing was seen as a status symbol. Probably start painting next month when I finish painting 2000 Born Chaos Dwarf. Oh, the ogres. What am I taking to the TSN event? Well, it'll be Tomb Kings. It's just how many Ushabti I try to fit in. I think I'm going to have to shift to just one unit of like 16 Ushabti. Or like 14 Ushabti. 7 wide, 14 Ushabti or something. But then that also kind of allows me to take Bone Giant, so it means I can take a Bone Giant or something, I suppose. No speed painting Cathay attempt then. Well, we don't know when they're going to come out, do we? So, I mean, never say never, but who knows? I think it would be more likely to be, if I was speed painting something, it's probably more likely to be Wood Elves. Oh, handy! I did the base. I did the base on the Wood Elf last night. I'll show you in a sec. Dead easy. I mean, it's not like I did the base on it. I just dipped it in the basing material, but it looks really good actually. I'm really pleased with it. For the effort and the relief of the stress of making cool bases. So the higher up the army, then the more saturated the colour. That makes sense. That makes sense. Safe. Tobes is back. So yeah, massive unit of Ashabti. Maybe I can get to 20 or 21. No, maybe not. I don't know. How wide a unit of Ashabti is too wide a unit? It's entirely too warm to be cooking, but I'm too poor for takeaways. I've got surprisingly, I've got chili on. So I have chili. What bases are you going to do for your chorfs, Henster? Hurry up for more to the release. Well, they're pre-release on Saturday, Soph. So they're out in 2.5 weeks. The pre-order on Saturday. Snow bases for the chorfs. Amazing. Okay, very cool. Oh my god. Ah. See, I know why you've raided. I know why you've raided, Millicent. You've raided to make up for ganging up on me, haven't you? For signing a petition to say that I steal colour schemes. When all I've done so far today is look at Cathay and go, oh, what colour scheme should we come up with? So I literally have been on stream creating my colour scheme for the Cathay. My own colour scheme. My colour scheme! But no, apparently I steal colour schemes. Maybe I steal colour schemes from the Wu dynasty. Maybe that's what it is. We ready because you like your face. Is steal a scheme from that photo? No! Stealing a scheme from Ancient China has not learned a thing. Oh my god, not like you thought it up yourself. Creating, he says, while showing where he's stealing it from. Hello, by the way, Millie. How are you doing? We are painting Vordrei's Dragon. Vordrei's Dragon! We're painting Vordrei's Dragon today. We are going through, we did some of the highlighting yesterday, kind of sketchy highlights to get the initial highlights down. We're now painting some bone. Yeah, how are you? How was your stream? How was your stream, Millicent? My name is Millicent Margaret Amanda, and I'm a painter who picks on other painters. Ooh, Dwagon. Yeah, so so what we were doing, we were trying to learn, and I was trying to explain what makes like an ancient Chinese color scheme, and like why that color scheme looks the way it does, why this one looks the way it does. So we've gone through that, and I do like that one, and that one also leads the way to using fire and kind of green magic as well, which works really well. So that's the one I'm going to do. So I'm stealing from, I don't know, the Wu dynasty. There you go. Get the Wu dynasty to sign a to sign a petition. There you go, Tobes. Try that. It was very good, very tiring. I forgot how hard the multitasking was. Multitasking? Ah, that's because you're a Millicent. That's because you're a Millicent. There we go. Very little units I've already finished, Chris, so you can see the bases on my troughs. Ooh. It was good, very tired. Have you been inventing colour schemes? Nice one, sir. Always enjoy them. So original. Thank you very much. See, Muzz knows. Muzz knows, you see. Muzz understands. I'm glad your stream went well anyway. How did the White Scar, how did the White Scar turn out in the end? How did the White Scar turn out in the end? How did the White Scar turn out in the end? How did the White Scar turn out in the end? Are they not geisha? Probably. I was just looking at Far Eastern ancient. Anyway, yeah, I was looking at colour schemes for that sort of era. Barely got any done. You barely got any done. What's the point of doing the stream? I thought that was the point of the stream, to paint a White Scar. Millie, were you slacking? I had to go and make lunch so that I could stream. Was Millie slacking, everybody? And welcome in, everybody, by the way. Obviously, my name's Chris. Slacking? Says me? Does it look like I'm slacking? I am painting. Chat always distract me. It's not my fault. You have to be brave and powerful, Millicent. You have to be like, chat, do not distract. No distraction, chat. Or just waffle. If you waffle, then they just kind of ignore you. But yes, chat are evil. Chat are inherently evil. She was squirting. Have you been squirting on stream? You know you can get banned from Twitch for that. Somebody got banned from Twitch like last week for squirting on stream. Hey Dodge, how you doing? Chat are evil. Chat are evil. I don't know why. Honestly, Millie, I don't even know why we stream. I don't know why we stream. Millie doesn't slack. She paints both the front and back of the Mini, unlike a certain streamer. Does Millie paint both the front and the back of miniatures? I mean, I'm painting both sides of this one. Wow, Chris. I was only saying what I saw on Twitter earlier today. Making quite an impression on this raid. Now, please make note. Please take note, everybody who's just raided in, that I am painting both the front and the back of this zombie dragon, so you can ignore what Twitch chat are saying when they say I only paint the front of models. I mean, granted, I only painted the front of that model, but that is beside the point, because that only had to be photographed for Warhammer Community. Well, Chris is a character in my own little life of play. My own film called Chris, The Life and Days of. If you're going to go on Twitter, you'll certainly see things. Yeah, I mean, I should probably just not go on Twitter. It's ridiculous at the moment. But I have to go on because that's where Derby County posts all their updates. And McLaren. Like I want to know about McLaren. Right. Not even painting the whole bone. I am! I am painting the whole bone. How? What do you mean I'm not painting the whole bone? The whole bone is painted, look. The whole bone is painted. It's got paint on it all the way. McLaren shouldn't be on there either. Right, so now he uses FetLife and OnlyFans. What the fuck is FetLife? Well, was it? Who was it? Who was in Discord? Who said that some of their kids knew about it, and they were only 12, same as Sophie. It's just our responsibility to make sure that Sophie doesn't go too far. Feign ignorance. Feign ignorance on what? FetLife? Like, if I was to guess, I'm guessing that Sophie has typoed it and it was supposed to be FeetLife. Doesn't know what dogging is. Chris definitely trying to not know what it is. I'm fucking googling it. Fuck you all. Fair enough. Fair enough. I knew about it long before meeting John. An actor Chris is not. He knows. No, not a clue. I do now. I'm more worried that Sophie knows. I didn't think that was going to be the topic of conversation in chemistry class. God, teenagers like find all sorts of things on the internet now, don't they? But I was referencing him swiping on his phone, showing you more than you wanted. Yeah. Anyway, welcome in everybody on the raid. This is what my stream is usually like. Twitch chat shaking the piss, me going what? And just trying to paint. Right, so we need some black. Sort of purged that from my memory. So we're going to glaze some black. So yeah, the cafe stuff then. If I go, actually, if I do go this direction, then that kind of sandy brown and orange and red. As you get higher up the stature and the hierarchy, do you just do a more saturated red? I think that's my favourite one out of all of those. It's the most interesting. I quite like that one as well. The pale green, dark green, and the yellow. But I think that one's probably the one that's furthest away from anything you'll see. I think that one looks quite cool. Okay, so let's get the black. So what we're going to try and do is glaze some black onto the tips and across the transition as well. And then we should be able to do the same on the... I like all this thought about colour scheme, like you won't just end up painting them blue. I'm trying, because you lot just kind of get on my back when I just paint things blue, so I was trying to find a colour scheme that really leans into the Cathay feel. And actually, if you look at the blue colour schemes on that website, the blue ones aren't actually that interesting. And I haven't painted my Tomb Kings blue. I did come very close. I did come very close to painting my Tomb Kings blue, if you remember, when Games Workshop posted that art with the blue and gold Tomb Kings. That looked really cool. I was like, oh, maybe I should just do that. But no, I stuck to tradition, and I did my traditional... Well, not traditional. I did my old Tomb King colour scheme, but scaled and levelled up in awesomeness. Peachy and pegging. This was in a team meeting. And we're doing the Horus Heresy Terminated Blue. No, we're going to do them as the Deliverers. We've been through this. We're going to use the Deliverers. We're going to paint them as the Deliverers because that's the inspiration for the colour scheme that I was doing on my Raven Guard. So trying to find the Saturine, or trying to think of a chapter that fits the Saturine stuff that I've already got. It makes sense that you do Raven Guard. I didn't know whether, because the three chapters that I've got, Raven Guard, Night Lords, and Emperor's Children, that none of them really feel very Terminator-y. Night Lord's just about Terminator-y. Raven Guard definitely not. But then you remember about the Deliverers, so maybe we can shift it and do the Saturine in Raven Guard colours. Maybe it would look good. There we go. That looks alright. So now we've just got to lighten the front, the bottom side of it. Millie, are you going to finish your... Are you finishing your White Scar tomorrow? Or do you have to wait until for another Tutorial Tuesday thing? Didn't hear the name. Didn't hear what name. You just pegged Teeny Tiny outside in the in the garden. Did she notice, Mannerings? Did she notice you pegged her? Or is that the news? Is that the not the news? Is that you winning the game, saying that you pegged her and she hasn't noticed? Right, there we go. Right, so now we need Morghast bone. Morghast bone. Ugh. And then we can do this. Should not be using my paintbrush to mix the paint. Come on, Chris, you know better than that. Let's move Kato out of the way a little bit. Okay, so now should be able to highlight up all this bone here, and then enhance the fade and the little blend. Like that. Nice and quick. Has anybody grabbed the Vordry model? As cool as he is. For a one-off project. Yeah, he's only really going to be for somebody who's got a Vampire Count army. Or a Soulblight Gravelord army. Not a massive fan of Vordry. Yeah, the dragon is properly cool, isn't it? There we go. And now rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat for the teeth, I suppose. Wood Elf Battalion Arcane Journal 115. Wow. Also, my Soulblight Gravelords aren't going to be back on Project Table soon. I think I can paint them reasonably quickly. I've got a load of Skellybobs to paint for them, and I kind of umming and ahhing, not really umming and ahhing, but trying to decide how I would do skeletons for Old World if Vampire counts kind of move forwards. Although, like you say, there's lots of conversations about maybe the Vampire counts turning into the Vampire Coasts. Which would be cool. Expecting him closer to 80. Yeah, he's a bit of a chunky price tag, isn't it? I think I mentioned it. I think I mentioned that on the video. There's a build video up on YouTube, just of me building him, just me sat down building him, and then a little conversation both sides. What colour should we paint his tongue? The only kind of colour I can come up with at the moment is like a desaturated purple. Like Demonette Hide, that kind of colour. In fact, actually maybe just highlight it Demonette Hide and see how it looks. And I've just stabbed my finger with... There we go. You did come up with some good proxy ideas for Zenestra, Matriarch of the Wheel. What proxy ideas? Baraknar Burgundy. Red. Maybe? Oh, I don't know now. Is Demonette Hide too? Yeah, maybe it doesn't need to be. Dwarf-based Thorgrim or Anvil of Doom on wheels. Who's Zenestra? I don't know who Zenestra is. Should I know who Zenestra is? Anvil of Doom is cool though. The Anvil of Doom is probably Dark Elf base. Oh! Cities of Sigmar, lady on a throne with a skeleton behind her. Cities of Sigmar. It's not who I was thinking it was. Let's go and have a look. Not Old World. Nope, I was right in the first place. Cities of Sigmar. Lady on a throne. That one. Oh yeah. Oh. She hates wheels, does she? Yeah, she's rather cool. She's rather cool. Granted on that one. Well, actually, she thinks wheels are sacred and shouldn't be used, or some flat earthers, some flat earther type bullshit. Flat earthers even are even relevant in AOS. Okay, so after this, what we should do is put the same colour in all of these guts bits. All of the sinewy muscle parts. Seen that one yoinked for Brett back in the early days. Ren, we've got a Knight's War and a Knight's Tale for movie night this week and next week, and I'm slightly worried. That it's gonna inspire me to write a Bretonnian or Empire army list that's Knight orientated, and then I'll end up having to paint loads of Knights. Well, not particularly loads of Knights, because I'm pretty sure you can do an army that's not that big. Not that many models, but just Knights. But even so, I'm still slightly worried. Because a Knight's Tale is always like proper inspiring.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Hazardous anomaly is detected. It is Mr. Stu in chat being a badass. Mr. Stu, how are you? Mr. Stu, how are you? Do it, Paint Brats, join me. They would be painted much faster than your schemes, which are gorgeous. My schemes would be much quicker and more sketchy. Bold claim. What, that they wouldn't be as good as Ren's Brett's? That's not a bold claim. To be honest, are the realms actually flat? So surprising. Yes, yeah. That's the funny thing. Like the old world is actually a flat Earth. So have you actually got the Hellbrute, Stu? That they'd be done faster? That's not a bold claim. Why is that a bold claim? Ren takes forever to paint. I'd say Empire do it better, but Peg Knights and Heroes. Yes. See, that's the thing, you see. Like Empire with Pegasus Knights. But then, on the flip side of that, if these arrive, if those arrive, then I'd rather do it for Cathay. Because then we could do that plus them. And that's probably cooler. So the knights plus that. Oh, plus. God, that was long. That was further down the page than I was expecting. Plus that. So yeah, I'm just hoping that. I'm hoping that a unit of those does appear. So yeah, I'd have two units of them. Unit of cavalry knights with heroes and shit. And a big clay pot. Probably one big clay pot. I'd have one big clay pot. With that head, because that head looks derpy. I'd have that head. Right, so yes, that's the plan then. So my colour scheme has to work with these because I want lots of them. Can hope. I think I'm reasonably hopeful about that. I reckon the question is like, what's the time scale? Like, how long do we have to wait for a unit of them? Proper airbrush job them. Yeah, they just need some. Yeah, you need to play. Unfortunately, and I hate to say it, you probably need to play with some fluorescent yellow and fluorescent orange paint to really kind of pop it out. But yeah, they are cool. All have plasma. Each one has a different combat weapon. So you've already got them. Nice. I think. Okay, now you've said that, Stu. Now you've said that, I'm wondering whether I know that. Because they've all got like one of them's got like a scourge, one of them's got a hammer, one of them's got a claw. Is that right? Oh my god, I need to go through. I need to go through all of this and paint all the bones so I can see where the bone is. Hell, this is nuts. This thing is nuts. This thing is legitimately nuts. Oh, they're part of your synth list. Of course they are. Replace the lantern balloons with proper paper lanterns. Make tournaments add a no real fire rule. Oh my god, how cool would that be? Just rock up to the table and put a little candle. Put a little oh, what are they called? What are the little tea lights? Put like a little tea light underneath a big paper lantern. They're making me dread when I eventually take Cathay to an event. I think it's fine. Like people are always like, oh, it's just gonna snap off. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Because you don't transport. Hang on. You don't transport that standing up, do you? You transport it lying down. So you just lie it down. Hey Tari, how you doing? And if I wanted to be really picky, I'd probably put a big pin in here,
yes,
so that I can just pull it off the base.
I'm also God's favourite princess and the most interesting girl in the world.
Hey Tari, how you doing? You're going to like what I'm painting soon. You're going to like what I'm painting soon, Tari, too. Okay, thanks. Good. Good. Atari 2. So yeah, loads of cafe interest. Just finding all the bones at the moment, so we can. Like see where we're standing. Tari, do you like my Tyranid colour scheme? You what? Do you like my Tyranid colour scheme? Do you remember the Tyranids I painted a while ago? Well, it's for Indomitus, wasn't it? Was Indomitus Tyranids? The turquoise and red. I just might paint some more Tyranids soon. That's not a Nid. No, this isn't a Nid. Leviathan, Indomitus was Crons. Oh yeah, Leviathan. Yes, Leviathan. Yes, of course. Yeah, hence Leviathan. That's not a Nid, it's a Wood Elf. The heat's getting to me. Oh. I'll show you 1 second. I'll get the picky up. 1 sec. Minis. Where's my Death Leaper? I painted Death Leaper. There's Death Leaper. That's my Tyranid colour scheme. If you remember that. So yeah, we might do some more Nids at some point. That's nothing like. That's nothing like what? Maybe you'll get lucky and get the new kill team sent your way. You never paint Nids? I might paint some. Where'd that come from? That was when they sent me Death Leaper ages ago. So we painted Death Leaper up. What's the new kill team? Yeah, maybe we'll do some lids. Maybe I'll paint a Nid soon. I've just got the organic. I've got the urge to do an organic painting. Right, can we see any more bones? There's a bone there. Actually, never mind. I've seen you write 50 army lists in the last week. Wait, what? I meant the desire to paint Nids. Oh, right. I don't know, Ren. It was just one of those things on my mind. "50 army lists." I've not written 50 army lists. I did shift because Hendy was saying that my Wood Elf list is the same as everybody else's Wood Elf list, in that it's just a really shooty list. So I did try to do a combat-y Wood Elf list with war dancers and stuff. Yeah, one-stop writes. I mean, writing lists is really fun. I like writing the old world list. Writing old world lists is really exciting. It's like what I remember Warhammer was. Whereas I could write 5 40k lists in about 10 minutes. Completely out of the blue, not prompted by anything at all. I was clearing out. Some of my moving some of my photos in the mini gallery, and I just came across Death Leap, and I was like, I really like that colour scheme. Oh, look at this, everybody. How cool is that? I bet 5 internet points the Ravener box is on pre-order the week after next. I will take that bet, Tobes. The Ravener box. Who would win, Ravener or Ravenor? Yeah, that's pretty cool, Henster. That's pretty cool, Henster. So that's the snow bases that Hendy's doing for his Chorfs. Chorfs. Oh, speaking of bases, I need to show you the Wood Elf base. There you go. That's the simplest, easiest, laziest base in the history of basing. And it's actually okay. That's some bull. So yeah, I'm super happy with that. I think the Wood Elves will be absolutely fine with that. And it's dead easy. Yeah, it's not sand driverish yellow. Yeah, I actually quite like it. I like it. And all it is one of those base ready things. It's one of these. It's one of these from Reality and Scale. It's not the Bomb Forest though. Yeah, you just. It has just about enough sort of detail and everything on it. Right, so now we've got to paint all the guts. My bases last night won't be great. My homemade texture paste wasn't stiff enough. Oh no! What was it? Paint, glue and sand? Yeah, I'll put some matte varnish in there as well if you try and make your own texture paint. Same as when you make your own glue. Right, get a pot of... get a pot, put PVA glue, a little bit of water, a drop of flow improver or washing up liquid, and then matte varnish. That's what she said. It's official, everybody. Target wasn't stiff enough. Oh, found two more bones. There we go, 2 more boats. Do do do. Escalation League. How's the Escalation League gonna work? That looks cool though. What about the heresy thing on the 29th? What's the heresy thing on the 29th? Well, have they announced something? No. Oh, is that the 399 hours thing? Yeah. Does that take us to the 29th? Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be cool. I like the stuff. I like the models. I'll paint some of those. Where do you think that's going to be? Is that going to be online or is it going to be at an event? Is there anything that's happening around the 29th? Do you like big shoulder pads? Do you like big shoulder pads? I like them. I think they look great. I do like them. I wish they would sort out the anatomy, because how are the hips supposed to work in that suit? But maybe they don't have. Maybe they don't have hips. Maybe they are just torsos like dreadnoughts. Oh, big shoulder pads back in. Feels like the 80s. I had big shoulder pads in the 80s. I had shell suits as well. Spikey, how you doing?
I will not eat you. Yet.
You were wearing shell suits with shoulder pads. No, I didn't wear shell suits with shoulder pads. I had a jacket with the shoulder pads. There is a video review of this on YouTube, but it's basically me going, "Oh my god, this model is awesome!" And it's got like a weird like hand sculpted feel to it as well, which I don't know how the sculptor did it, or even if it was intentional, but it feels like sort of like a Trish Carden style old sculpt. Really nice. Dexter's no socks, Miami style. Miami Vice. Yes. Just like Miami Vice. Exactly. Exactamundo. Big hair. Big shoulder pads. Jackets. Cool stuff. Atari 2. Atari 2. Atari 2. Despite having a massive pile of strata point, I picked up physics. Oh, everybody's painting him at the moment though, Spike. I really want to see yours. I think I'll do that next. It's such a damn cool sculpt. Yes! I want to see you paint that. Everybody's painting him at the moment. I'm seeing loads of that model. So yeah, I want to see a Spike version. Is he going to be on a square base? You going to square base him? You're going to depart? No worries. Probably Square Base for my Old World Skaven Army. I'll see if I can find a conversion from AOS for him. Find a conversion from AOS for him. How do you mean? It feels like he's just a vermin lord for Old World. I think he's looking pretty cool, actually. Right, I'm going to go and grab a quick top up of water, and then I'll be right back. Oh, it's a Tristan. How you doing, Mr. Tristan? Tomb King Tristan. It's a big bird. It is a big bird. You see how it is? I know you do. I know. As soon as you pop in, I come back from a BRB just to see you. How are you doing, Tristan? Yeah, he's quite cool. The Old World event. So it's the one in. It's this one here. It's this one in where is it? October the 11th. So that's the Old World event. So we're going to try and go for that one, but I think we're going to have to end up taking some Bone Giants. This is the one that's not painted. We do have the slightly more painted one. Did you dry brush or airbrush the initial base tones? It looks good, whatever. Brush painted. All the initial tones are all brush painted. With a big brush. It was a big brush, and I put I can't remember what colours I used. It was Bugman's Glow. So there's Bugman's Glow here. Look, Bugman's Glow. There's some turquoise, and it was all over black. Bugman's Glow, turquoise, and like it might have been Demonette Hide. I think it was Demonette Hide. So Bugman's Glow, Demonette Hide, and turquoise. But I tried to keep the turquoise inside in like certain bits of shadows, like that shadow down there was a bit of turquoise in it. So yeah, it was just a big brush. Just a big brush, and I was just slopping it on. I just said Bone Giant, and Tari didn't giggle. Are you going to go and get some lunch now, Tomb King Tristan? Nice, okay. Well, if you go get some lunch, I'm going to go grab some more water, because I'm out of water, and it's really warm here. So I need to keep hydrated. You wasn't listening. Tari missed the Bone Giant, the giant bone. These are so cool, Tristan. Tristan, have you seen the other one? Have you seen the one that's painted? Where did I put it? Just before you go, Tristan. Bone Giant! Bone Giant! Bone Giant! Dude, what do you think? Do you like the little... he's not finished, the little vulture dude, but he's quite cool. Swans me pics. He's cool, isn't he? Send you pics. I'll send you some pics. And we did. I decided to make the necklace jade rather than being skulls. Oh shit. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. I'm gonna go. That's perfect timing actually, because now we're gonna. So Tristan's gonna go get some lunch. I'm gonna go get some water. Where's the model from? My 3D printer. Ha ha ha! If you want one, Ren, let me know. I've printed one for Tomb King Tristan. Right, I'll catch you all in a bit. I won't be a second. I won't be a second. I will literally just going to go and grab some more water. Back in a sec. Okay. Let's put a battery in as well. Horus Heresy may be the best game of response to a leak since Rob climbed out of a bin. Oh, is it really good? Horus Heresy. Where is it? Oh, someone put a link up. I can't type when I'm... Have they put a new picture up on the Hearsay page? Thank you very much. Have they put a new picture up on there? Photographer, the Bigfoot guy called. He wants his camera back. We're skeptical. How come the photos are so bad? Dreadnought is clearly too big. Like, look at this thing. It's nuts. No way that's real. Clearly photoshopped by someone who doesn't know how big a Dreadnought is supposed to be. No dice. Photo leak. We know there's a D18 in the box, but we don't see it here. It must be fake. They're rulers as well. They're range rulers, not whippy sticks. Overheat. No one needs 2 plasma cannons. How does he scratch his nose? Looks cool though, shame it's not real. Enhance. We zoomed in on the text and it's total gibberish. At small parts really, have you seen the Dreadnought? And the next bit looks like it's some crazy made up Xenos language we've never seen before. Edit, scratch that last part. It was French. That's not a bolter. Did these guys do any research? That's not what a bolter looks like. You can't just make up new guns, guys. Who are you? Mars? Why can't we see inside the box? We have a theory. The box clearly states it's not suitable for under 3s, but also recommended for age of 12 plus means there is an age range where you can hold the box but not open it. Therefore, the photo must have been taken by a child aged 4 to 11. It's the only explanation. That's brilliant. Oh dear. That's really good. That's really good. Oh dear. Photographer, the Bigfoot guy, wants his camera back. Too good to be true. Age of Darkness, Satch 9. It's a response to the leaked original photo. Yeah, somebody, yeah, well, there was a leaked photo. Somebody got hold of a photo. Somebody got hold of a box. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Must be fake. Cheers for that. That's brilliant. So one theory that it was porch pirates. Right. So yeah, that's my idea. I mean, that guy is so cool. That guy is so cool. I may as well use him in the army. So we might shift the army away from just all the Ushabti because I love the Ushabti models to just all the cool models in the army. So Bone Giant, Ushabti, maybe a Bone Dragon, skeletons. Oh yeah, casket. Yeah, I've got my casket to do or finish. I want to change the green glow on the casket to be a bit brighter. I think we'll shift that to be a little bit brighter. I also need to go back to all my skeletons and make all their eyes glow green because I want to have glowy green eyes. Yeah, the casket will be really good for the Ushabti. I'm really not at all interested in the gameplay. Have you seen? You've seen my casket, haven't you, Ren? With the Indiana Jones hat on it. Right, we need. You have indeed. Okay, cool. Oh my god, paint is drying everywhere. This is ridiculous. Paint is drying everywhere because it's really hot, and now it's really windy as well. Just can't catch a breath. So yeah, a casket will go in there as well. They're just having fun and building hype. Yeah, they're trying to. But it sounds cool. I like that they're kind of embracing it when things get leaked. Yes, it's shit. But and although the impact is gone, you'll still have the impact of seeing the finished photos kind of thing. Like when they post the actual photos and the actual video and stuff, there'll still be some hype for that. I do like those Mark IIs though that you posted, Hendy. So that would be cool. Paint some of those up as Night Lords. Tari, did you like Monday Night Raw last night? And who do you think Seth Rollins number 3 is going to be? Because I think it might be Drew McIntyre. Because he needs to get out of that. He needs to get out of his storyline because his storyline sucks. Brave soldiers who brought us these leagues. Brave soldiers. I'm a pro league rules to me, but not to other people. League me rules. F to the group that had been leaking to the Honest Wargamer. They were getting hit hard. Oh, really? Have they figured that out? Have they figured out who that was? Because Rob was getting them regularly, wasn't he? I'll just have to wait for the release day. And we get to find out what the Wood Elf rules are on Saturday, because that's when all the videos and posts will be done for the pre-order, so that'll be cool. Oh, I'm excited to try and convert up Orion as well. I'll grab Orion like in a few weeks after the battalion box and everything, and I've worked on the battalion box, because I want to get Orion and kind of cut everything off him and then repose and sculpt him a bit and give him a new spear and things. I love looking over rural road names. Be nice to finally have an idea of the woodies. Definitely. Finally invested in Airgrass. Nice one, Halgrim. How you doing? Yeah, the Wood Elf stuff, because they've said that it's... They've said it's a... What did they say it was? They said it's a Orion... I'm so getting those as well. They're really nice. They're actually really nice. The old world dice are really nice. The only downside is that you get 18, and I really like 20 dice. So it's almost like I want to get two boxes. Yeah, he's cool. I think he's actually really cool. He's just got like that is just too thick, so he needs his hands cutting off and giving like smaller hands, so that you can kind of draw attention to the rest of him, and giving him a smaller spear, a thinner spear. Sorry, there we go. And then the dogs are quite cool. Where's the Arcane Journal? There it is. So the Arcane Journal is Orion. Oh, that's the other one. The Host of Talsin. I've no idea what the Host of Talsin is going to be. But it's based around him, so maybe it's going to be infantry based. With lots of Eternal Guard and stuff. I just think I'm not that into Old World. It's goofy. I think Orion is just on the edge. Like, it's goofy because he's got like a really fat staff, but I think everything else is quite cool. I think the rest is all right. We'll get to you. Oh, we'll get to you. We'll try. We're going to keep trying with Tari. We are going to keep trying with Tari. I don't think she'll crumble, because it's quite an investment to kind of drop into it, isn't it? And we couldn't even sway her. We couldn't even sway her with Awesome Dragon Lady. He's got cut-ups and a big thick staff. The Dob sheep badges look odd. Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, these hounds are a bit like meh. But you can just change those for Space Wolf ones. It's fine. It's the same with the. It's the same with the. Where's the Beastmasters? Is it this one? No, that's all. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's the same with the Beastmasters. Like, look how old these are. That's a real. These are like 1980s. The old Beastmasters are like 1980s, so they're really old. So I will definitely find some proxies for those, because I think the only good ones, the only ones that look cool on there are the cats. Like everything else just looks absolute garbage. Looks like 1980s sculpts, which obviously aren't garbage. They're just of 1980s era. Those will sell. I bet these will sell because these have got the old world like classic aesthetic that everybody seems to love. Their sheep definitely look like sheep. What, those? They're hounds. Collectors will snap them up, yeah. 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 It's the same with the ogres. Those weird Empire ogres that I'm just like, no, I'm not interested. And I'm not 100. I don't know about these. I don't know. I think I'll try and scratch build some. I think I'll try and get some twigs. And just... I don't know whether to like take the face and then just stick loads of... Like try and make a tree. And try and make like baby trees. Is Orion Welsh? For the tree man and the treekin. I don't know, because I kind of want some treekin. Triggs couldn't look worse. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know how to make them look like tree men. Because even the Ents in Lord of the Rings are just like. There's got to be a way of making tree men look cool, and that's not it. And that's kind of nearly it. I know, but that's a tree man. Use the AOS ones. Maybe the AOS ones don't fit the aesthetic of all this though. So I just don't know. I will figure out. I'll figure out something. I will figure out something. If you use twigs, you've just got to find the right twigs, which is going to be a nightmare as well. And then it's like, how do you do the join between the twigs? Because you've got to get the twigs posed correctly. And then it's, how do you do the join? Do you have to sculpt the join? So yeah, I don't know. It's a big mixing pot in my head at the moment about how to do treekin and tree men. It was for 8th edition originally, was it? Just remind myself, because I'm pretty sure I'm not like. Using twigs for tree men looks so bad. You've got to get. It was literally made for 8th edition fantasy. All right, Andy, don't get cross. It's okay. I've seen some sculpted with proper canopies. Why is it not showing Sylvaneth? Make a 1-inch deep base and paint a bonsai. Well, you can get bonsai trees from Rival Crafts. Why is this not? Why is this not showing anything? Has the website gone down? Not the old world, Age of Sigmar. Sylvaneth. Why is Sylvaneth gone down? Cheers, Ren. There we go. Maybe. So the branches, I will say this, the branches need a lot of twisting and moving and manipulating and kind of like moving everything around and trying to get a little bit more away from the singular plane. So maybe, I don't know, or use Trish's ones. But the best tree ants are in Middle Earth. No, I don't like the Middle Earth tree men look. It's just a weird thing. I've never found a tree man that I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, here we go. Hendy's going to try and sell me on some. Nope. 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 What's that one? Nope. Put some red on it. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I mean, I kind of want to make that work. Kind of want to make that work because the face is. I think the face is almost there. Oh, maybe I'll get that plus a treekin and try and kind of merge it all together. Or maybe I just try and sculpt shit. Maybe I get that and then sculpt stuff on it. Like, I don't like this bit. I don't know what this bit's doing. Because it's trying to make a tree into, like, a humanoid figure. It definitely needs branches and trees, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to start getting people cross, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to carry on painting dead dragon. Because I don't want to make people cross. Dead elf. It's a dead elf. And the pink is looking very, very bright at the moment. We need to get that desaturated. We need to get some white in the highlight. We need to kill it. Very, very pasty. Maybe you could just clump foliage of branches on the go. Yeah, I'm wondering about like just trying to get more twigs on it because that looks. That looks like this is cool. Like I like that. And I kind of like the face. Sorry, I like the face, and I kind of like this. I'm not a big fan of the weird hand. I think it just needs more. It almost needs this bit to. I don't know. Does it need this bit to be a tree, and then the arms are like protruding from the tree, protruding from the canopy? I don't know. Oh, what's this one? See, Hendy does find cool shit. Yeah, you see, that's close. That's weirdly close. That's weirdly close. I quite like that. What's that? $12. Okay, so what about that do I like? I like the legs. I really like the legs. They're like the sinewy legs. And then he's got, yeah, so it's the branches. So if you apply that to that, so he's got the legs. You have those files. Oh, do you, Henster? Oh, do you? Get some tree armatures from Woodland Scenics somewhere and make one from scratch. Add them to the AOS plastic one for the extra dimensions. Yeah, so the AOS one, this one, like, can you see how that head there is all on a single plane? So you need to kind of twist all of these around, twist them all around and get it so it's a bit more of a head. Which is dead easy to do with the Games Workshop plastic because it's really manipulative. I think this one's probably too big. What size base is it on? 105. And what size base is that on? That looks like it's on a 50. Hang on, what size is that? Because I've got the book here. Tree kin are on a 50. Tree men can't be on a 50, surely. Could be on a bigger than a 50. 50 per 75. 50 per 75, let's close that down, we don't need that anymore. So that would fit on a 50 per 75 base, but it's probably a bit too tall. So let's scrap that idea. That is cool. So that's... do Lord of the Rings... Yeah, so the Lord of the Rings tree men. Shall we show you the Lord of the Rings tree men? The Lord of the Rings tree men. Not that this is going to work now. Why has this page just died? What's that? 8th edition. Oh, is that on the base? Oh, that's on the base. Oh, that's cool. Cheers, Hendy. Oh, hang on. There was a picture of it next to the Dryad, wasn't it? There we go. So maybe it's not too big. Maybe it's not too big. Birch seed. Yeah, that's... I hate that. Absolutely hate that. Also, so it's fucking hell, yeah. Oh, it's a resin one. It's a Forge World resin one. I think there's a plastic version. I think there's a plastic version. Yeah, you can see what I mean there about that being on a single plane. You just need to twist these branches, get those branches like angled and moved out a little bit. And I'd be kind of tempted to cut the legs. Like if you cut the legs here. Fucking hell, let me open that in a fucking new tab so I don't get the thing. If you cut the legs here and lower it down a little bit, so it hasn't got the heels. Yeah, maybe. He's a tree man racist. Another tree man. That looks like Swamp Thing. I love the hands. The hands are cool. So, I think what we're learning is that it needs a canopy. It needs lots of stuff. Oh, I'm not. No, definitely not. Definitely not that thing. Definitely not this thing. That's an absolute abomination. Like, what the hell is that? Although, having said that and looking at it, it does actually have lots of the things that I'm kind of talking about. With having like the canopy and like the legs and everything. It's also tiny. What's this one, War Masters? Let's just close that one down. Yeah, you see, maybe it's something about the proportions. Maybe it's something about the proportions. Because again, that doesn't look too bad. I quite like that one as well. So why do I like that one? Is that one too busy? That's got a cool hand as well. I've just seen the hand. Okay, so question then. How do we make that look cool? We might have to try sculpting shit. Chris needs to learn to sculpt. It's the only way. Yeah, I'd really do. I really do, Tari. I really do. And this is like that. This can't be difficult sculpting. With the greatest respect to the amazing sculptors who did it, this can't be difficult to. It can't be difficult to sculpt this sort of wood texture. The tricky bit is to try and get it to fit into an anatomy. Maybe I'll pick one up. Maybe I'll pick one up. Can you just go and pick up sticks and PVA them together? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Last attempt. Last attempt at making me like a tree man. Yeah, you see, that's... I don't like the sword. Tree men don't need swords. I quite like the hand with the vines on it. There was one that Rob found when he was doing the 3D print thing. The monthly 3D print kind of catch up a while ago that had some trees on it that weren't too bad. That's in parts, yeah. So you could use like that torso and then add to it. I wish you could rotate this round. I wish you could rotate that round and see how... Maybe I just need to pick one up at some point. So that's on a 50 by 50. He's tiny, isn't he? He's going to be absolutely tiny. Compared to that, he's going to be tiny. I bet that one's like half the size of it. Last one. So, are we saying that we need chunk? Do we need a chunky trunk? Because that's quite cool with a canopy. I'm not a big fan of the face. But the legs I like. Is that just too spindly? Does that look more like a an alien spider? Looks like a fungal infection with moss. You've got to like that one. It has everything you said. Yeah, I kind of do. With the canopy, I'm not a big fan of the face, but that's easily sorted. That one looks like a spider. I like that one though. It reminds me of the dude from Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you remove the face and you put a different face on it, that would be quite cool. I do quite like that one. So the challenge is, can we make that one look like these? I don't think we can we? Davy Jones, the fungal infection with broccoli hat. Davy Jones was awesome. That's where CGI peaked. Davy Jones peaked CGI, and it's all gone downhill from there. No. Kurnoth Hunters are so pretty. I have a fair few Tree Lord Ancients Dirthu who's going to use them and the Kurnoth Hunters. Tomb King Tristan's like, no, you can't, Chris. No, you can't make it look that cool. Right, let's get painting. Let's go back to painting. Every time I go back to this looks too pink. I've made this look too pink now. I need to drop some pink away. And we're going to drop some pink away by using some brown, I think. The tree man conversation is sadly going to go on for a while as well, because I want to do lots of elves before we get to the tree parts of the wood elves. You should do up some longbeards and hammerers. You want me to do longbeards and hammerers, do you? Oh, Tari likes the pink. No! Get out the glaze. Get out the glaze indeed. We are glazing away from pink and a little bit towards red. It's just too much pink. It's too much pink. Bring out your dead, bring out your dead. Some nice gyrocopters. Target, I am not getting dwarfs. I'm not doing dwarfs. You tried yesterday. Warmaster tried yesterday by going, oh, what about fire slayers? What about lots of slayers? And put slayer hold. An exotic goblin hewer. If you buy the Tree Man from Games Workshop, it comes with a piece of a dwarven tank. Best of both worlds. Does it? Actually, I said I thought you would be the last time you did. You were the one saying actually Slayers would be cool. Slayers would. Slayers are, out of all the dwarfs, Slayers are the coolest. You can say that, can't you? Everybody can agree with that. What are the dwarf? I'm not asking this. What are the dwarven arcane journal armies? Or do I not want to know? That's better. Is that all right, Tari? I've just shifted it a little bit towards red. I'm not doing dwarves anyway. I'll stretch to Chaos Dwarfs because a Chaos Dwarf infantry army sounds cool. Like in my head it looks cool. Royal Host and Expeditionary Force. So no Slayers then, good. Not yet. You mean no. You mean no, Warmaster Forge. That's what you mean, right? You mean no. No, there is no reason for you to get Slayers. Have they actually got any good? Like, are the what are the? Weren't the old world Slayers like all the 1980s Slayer models that they brought back? Oh, my Warhammer page is working again. So there's that cool new Slayer model. Where are the Slayers? Doom Seekers. Is that the only Slayers they do? Oh, he's cool. He is cool. He is cool. He's awesome. Not happening. Not happening. Just not happening. I'll stretch to that guy. I'll stretch to that guy. That's awesome. There's a plastic character Slayer mini, but the rest are quite old. Dwarf Giant Slayers are okay, but the Troll Slayers aren't great. Come on, I can call those good. Yeah, you can, Tori. Those are like 1980s, 1990s sculpts. What are there Giant Slayers as well? Yeah, he's awesome. And then so there's the Doom Seekers. God, there's I mean, the difference between that and that is just astounding. He's all right. And I do have Gotrek. I've got another Gotrek actually. I've got given another Gotrek. Games Workshop gave me another Gotrek. I can't see Giant Slayers. What are the Doom Seekers? What are these things? God, just. This is where the draw of the old. Like, he's cool. Like that's cool. The draw of the old sculpts. I think dwarves are probably the biggest one that leans on the character of the old sculpts. Storm of Chaos campaign. Your magnifier's broke again? Tari 2. That's not good, Tari 2. No painted view. I need to message you about SW Prince. SW? Star Wars? Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. Message away. What were you going to paint? I think this guy's looking cool. We need to do glowy blue eye. We do need to do glowy blue eye. to do glowy blue eye, starting with bright white eye. In it indeed. Thank you, Mannerings, for watching on YouTube as well. he's starting to look quite cool. Starting to look quite good. Let's get some ivory. Get that ivory thinned down so we can highlight. Last little bit, I'm going to try and really start trying to pop the face. What's everybody doing this evening? We've got some cool projects on the go. Can you hear the next door neighbour sweeping outside? Building a hitting wall. Oh, yes, Tristan. That was cool. That's how I learned how to play tennis, dude. It's literally how I learned. I used to go to my dad's tennis matches and hit against the tennis wall. There's a tennis wall behind the clubhouse. To make more hobby funds, I have put the I've put my Trench Crusade ghosts on eBay. I have done that. Recently, so hopefully they shift. Should be quite good, quite nice. Paint is, you can see how quickly the paint is drying on my paintbrush at the moment. Oh, did I show you all the old Wood Elf book that I got? So I used to have all the old like 3rd ed army books, and I gave them away. Another thing that I gave away stupidly. Don't give things away. So I bought back the old Wood Elf book. Managed to find one on eBay that wasn't a ridiculous price, so I grabbed it. It was quite cool. already dried. Why is the wet palette so rubbish? It's not rubbish, the wet palette's amazing, but just everything's drying. And then you try to save it. Try to save the wet palette. And you end up scrubbing the paintbrush and ruining the paintbrush. Oh, I've got a knackered paintbrush again. Cozy paint drying wind. I know. So you got the wind because it's so hot and I need the breeze. And then it's so hot. So it's just ridiculous, isn't it? So the hotness is drying the paint as well as the wind. I think he looks pretty cool though. I think he's looking pretty cool. Let's do, I'm curious. Sarantis, how are you doing? We are close to finishing up, unfortunately, because the paint is drying. The paint is drying fucking instantly on my paintbrush. Ah! How are you doing? How was your stream? Stressful, the paint dries in seconds, right? And then you end up ruining paintbrushes trying to recover the paint on the wet palette. So it's why I've got two paintbrushes around at the moment. I've got a really nice one, a really nice new one, and then an old one to try and save the paint every 2 minutes. Where's Purples today? She's at some big meeting thing. Right. I'm gonna go and make some food, I think, and I'm just gonna let everything cool down a little bit, and then try and get back to painting again later. Right. There we go. I'll take a photograph of that and get it up on social media, because that's looking quite cool, I think. It's getting there. It's getting there. Maybe we'll just keep painting this over and over and over and over again. Push that finish all the way across the whole model, and then put it in Golden Demon. Because they seem to like large models at the moment. Right, let's go find somebody. Find me somebody to raid. Twitch, there it is. Badger sounds like good. Alright, catch you all tomorrow, everybody. We'll try and be on a little bit longer tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be quite as warm, and I'll get some ice cubes for the wet palette as well, which will help the wet palette. Yeah, thanks very much, everybody. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow.